After yesterday's all night run through with the dryer, we're going to come back down here this morning, and I already got the combine fired up, checked over, everything looks good. I'm going to go back to combining corn. It's firmed up enough, it's not really frozen, but it's kind of firmed up enough. I hope I can get around those slightly risque slopes and get those end rows knocked off and get some of that steeper stuff in the back hammered out this morning. It's kind of what I was aiming for, so with any luck we can get the hairy stuff done. Well, I got the slick stuff out of the way, and I got a clear full hopper, so we're up there and dump this on the grain cart, come back here and finish this little couple acres I got back here on the knob. Kind of steep, but it's manageable. Then I'll go across to the north on the other side of that big ravine full of trees. So we're gaining. Well, I got hopper number 2 and I'm done with this back piece. So I'll run up and dump this on the auger wagon and go fill the combine up across the ditch there on the north side. Yeehaw. Well, I got the end rows off, the field's opened up, got a hopper clear full. So I've got to go put a couple bales out for the cows and go get the semi. I'm going to come back and get another hopper or 2 or fill her back up. Go back up and start drying again. Preferably not all night this time, I'm kind of tired. Well, I hopped down and grabbed my coat, and looking over the step here, I see a little bit of moisture or wetness, a little oil drippy coming from up here, and I couldn't figure out where the heck it was coming from. I put the auger out, thought maybe that was it. I turned the wheels thinking maybe it was a pressure line. Nothing happened. I turned the header on, and boom, we got a leak. Let's see if I can show you this little braided electrical cord. It's been rubbing on this steel line, and right there, man, you wouldn't think a piece of braided cover for electrical would rub a hole in this nice tough steel line right there, but man, they sure do. If they're not fastened securely tight with a zip tie or something, man, they really wreak havoc on something more solid. I don't know, steel. That doesn't make sense, but they do for some reason. I noticed this great big return line here, it's starting to get a little chewed up from rubbing on this cover. So, man, she must have been leaking for a little bit. It's got oil all over inside the back of here. Got my new chain all lubed up for me. That's kind of nice. But I've been wondering where my slight seepage of oil is going. Now I know. So, that being a steel line, I can either fish it all the way out, go all the way over to the other side and all the way up in the back of here and see where the heck it goes, replace it with a rubber hose, or being this is a nice straight section of steel pipe right here, this guy, I can just cut it and put a union in the middle of it and cover up that bad spot. That's very likely what I'm going to do, because replacing that steel line is not going to be a fun task. It's not an expensive line by any means, but it's just going to be quite difficult to get to. And it looks like it comes up here, these lines coming in and out of the steering column. So I'm not sure what exactly it's doing. No, it doesn't. It goes clear over there to the other side. My bad. Anyway, regardless, I'm gonna go see if I've got a steel line union. Just swap that guy out, stick that guy in the middle of it. Well, I got the line replaced. I'll show you that when I get back. Me and the comedian, DJ, switched pickups. I'm going to go put fuel in the 23 that's on the dryer. So I got his pickup. He's got the fuel tank. He's going to go 4-H calves for this year. Sorry, this truck's kind of loud. Hopefully I'll be back in a few minutes with the semi and I can show you that line that I fixed. That compression fitting. Okay, I said I'd show you, and there it is. That's where that line was cracked and rubbing earlier. That is a compression fitting. And what that compression fitting has is a solid body in the middle and two little brass, what do they call them, ferrules, I think, that go around the outside of the pipe. Then the nut screws onto the body. It crimps on that ferrule and squeezes that ferrule down tight against the pipe so fluid can't leak out past it. One on both ends. So the pipe that I cut, one on this end and then one on the other end, it basically, you can union two pieces of pipe together that he had to cut for whatever reason. Well, in this case we had a leak there, so I just cut the pipe right in the middle of the leak, put that union, that compression fitting in the middle of it, and sealed up our leak. Works in a pinch. Dumping another load. Well, we made it back up here with the semi-load. After being up since yesterday at 7, doing all this stuff, well, I think I'm gonna just go home and relax for tonight. We can get this unloaded tomorrow, get the dryer started. Got the grain wagon, grain cart, and let's see, got the grain cart and the combine mostly full. Won't be long to finish filling that off, and we'll have that farm basically done. Look at that. Looks like it's got horns. So, that's a wrap for tonight, guys. Catch back tomorrow and see what we're doing. See if we got any new baby calves.